mahirap ka kung paano mo i-handle yung pressure, yung rumor na yun mula sa'yo. Um, sobrang na sobrang na-feel bad ako at alam mo yon simula nung nakita ko yon talagang pinagtrabahuan natin dalawa ko. Kung ano ba yung magagawa ko para lang ma-stop yun. Pero yun nga, kahit anong gawin natin, kahit anong sabi natin, hindi, may iba talaga na hindi tumitigil, no? Um, kasi gaya ng sinabi mo, di naman talaga natin nagbigay ng chance na 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 i-open up natin to kahit sa personal. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung buong nangyari talaga. Bigla na lang nag-pop out yung mga rumor na ganon. Hindi kita tinanong. Hindi kita tinanong kung totoo ba o hindi. Ang alam ko lang, kahit hindi kita tinanong, pero sigurado ako sa sarili ko. Dahil kilala na kita, alam kong, alam kong may mga bagay na hindi mo talaga magagawa yun. At siguro, gusto ko lang sabihin sa'yo ng importante ay kami yung mga taong naniniwala talaga sa'yo at kilala ka. Um, siguro, importante na enough na yung alam namin yung totoo. Hindi mo na kailangan na gawin pa ang mga bagay para lang makapagpasaya dun sa mga tao kung ano yung approval nila. Kasi kahit anong gawin mo, hindi mo lahat mapipilis talaga. At Edward, kilala mo yung sarili mo. Kilala mo kung ano yung, alam mo kung ano yung values mo. At siguro walang, hindi ko alam talaga kung ano yung totoong nararamdaman mo. Kasi siguro mas naapektuhan ka nung dinamay na yung, like, yung family mo, ano yung, dinamay na pati yung mga matalik mong kaibigan, yung mga mahal mo sa buhay, yung mga kinikare mo talaga. At ako, kapag inisip ko na nandyan ako sa sitwasyon mo, at hindi man totoo yung mga naririnig natin, pero tina-target yung mga mahal natin sa buhay, yun yung pinaka mas masakit, di ba? Kaysa sa atin. Kaya naramdam ko yung pinagdaanan mo na yun. At gusto ko na lang din na umingi ng pasensya sa'yo kung hindi enough yung hindi enough yung bilang isang kaibigan na paano kita protektahan. Kasi nung time na yon may hindi tayong pagkakaintindihan at alam mo yun, tas nangyari sa'yo yun. Sorry kung um, wala ako dun sa
No,
time na
wait.
sobrang
I have to say, you did nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing. And I have to say this. Forget the show. You did nothing wrong. You did everything right. Even when we worked together some movie, you had my
mm-mm.
back. You supported me. Um, and thank you for that. Di mo alam yung weight na na-lift sa chest ko after hearing those words. Um, siguro ang masasabi ko lahat yung gusto ko lang sabihin is when you were talking earlier about making your mistakes, I've made my own mistakes, realizing stuff through failure, and it's one of the reasons why I until now there are certain things I have struggles forgiving myself for. And one of them is putting you in a situation where you got hurt or other people got hurt, and there are reasons why I have to find my forgiveness in God. I'm not gonna say like I have to tell the whole world. I mean, a lot of people. Can I just say, um, it's not what everyone thinks. Um, grabe, hindi talaga. But I just have
Oo.
to say to you, Mai, if I've never said it before, I'm just sorry that I had to put you from the bottom of my heart. I'm really sorry that I allowed
Uy,
you to be
buang.
put in a situation like that, or that you had to go through that. So thank you to you for supporting me through it. Um, and like you said, God's plans are better than mine, than ours. So
Tama
where do
ka.
we move on from here?
Tama ka, Ed. Kasi hindi, tama ka. Gusto ko lang i-clear sa lahat ng mga tao na yung hindi nating pagkakaintindihan, hindi yun. Bakit, tas alam mo yung parang nagko-connect sila, bakit dahil ito? Parang
Oo,
alam mo
parang
yung
naging
detective ba
FBI.
kayo? Detective po ba kayo? Teka lang, ba't mas alam niyo pa po yung buhay namin kaysa sa alam mo
Well,
yun, siguro, Edward, masasabi ko lang na nakaka-proud yung growth mo sa Panginoon. At yung panahon na hindi natin pagkakaintindihan tapos biglang pumasok yung rumor na yun. Tas
mhm,
yung panahon na nalampasan mo yun, isa yun sa mga dapat i-celebrate talaga eh. Kasi, kasi dun mo na realize talaga na grabe doon mo na realize kung gaano ka amazing si God, no, na
amen.
kung wala siya, hindi mo malalampasan yun kasi
Hindi
kung
talaga.
wala kung wala yung presensya niya. At gaya mo, na-rescue ka din ng Panginoon
Amen.
sa time na,
Eh,
sa time mo. Oo.
if there's anything that forever I want, however long our love team goes, however long our careers go, I want one thing and one thing only to be remembered. And that's not yung mga projects natin, but it's that if anything, we are just two people who were saved by God in so many ways. So let that be. If there's anything celebrated, let it be that is celebrated. But um, ah. Well, how do I comment on that? Um, it's all said. It's all said. Um, like my main intention talaga when and asking that wala yun talaga sa script. I mean, may nagtanong kanina, may script pa ba kayo? At this point, halfway mark ng interview, wala nang script. Honestly, it was really just whatever. I wasn't even really planning to ask about that. It just popped up. Um, pero like a lot of people's like, hey, you want to clear up what happened? Ano ba talaga ang nangyari? Um, I don't need. I really don't feel like if I felt like it would help. I still don't think I would even have to. It's not what everyone thinks, and that's honestly the end of it. Pero like that's actually my first time talking about it deeply with my so said and done, and I'm it's just another example of the way that things have changed as well, and how it's built me up and it's built her up in her own ways. So ang dami daw naiiyak ngayon. At ako, naiiyak ako dito sa kilikili ko because we're actually over 15,000 viewers, over almost 3 million hearts, I guess 2.8 million hearts, and almost 7 million diamonds. That's over 2 times the amount of our record. This is absolutely crazy. So to Zita Lopez, to MG Delar, to Love Summer, to Agnes, Love Summer gave 2 Yamashita golds. I'm Sarah Nang, Sarah NG, NJ, Kevin Home Alone, my dad's here. Itsy Ditsy Spider, Jade Charms, Fangirl Composer, I Love Mayward, Loki Song, Sakura Shirota. Still love that name. Silent Lurker Gab, Sweet Tangerine, Love Summer for that. Yamashita Gold. I'm Rain Luis, This Kind Love. I'm Sarah NG. Saranghe Mayward, Sakura Shirota, Mayat Smith, Mayward Japan, and Anjay. Salamat. Super salamat. Um, what else could I talk about? I mean, what else could I talk about? You guys see where we're at in the interview at the moment, and if anything, I was talking to my friends about this before. Um, but if anything, it seems like the words can incriminate me more. But no, and kahit hindi nyo naiintindihan, or even if you don't know, the reason I feel like I really don't care anymore is May's okay with it, my family's okay with it, I'm okay with it, my friends know everything, and then may mga sirens, so okay lahat. But everything's good, and I want to thank all of you guys for just being part of the process. Because as we hit around 7 million diamonds, I want to bring it back to the interview, and the best is yet to come. So watch this, guys. Mai, there's actually a lot more I want to ask you and get through. And I want to thank you for just being able to come and being so game and being so open.
Oo naman.
Siguro ramdam mo, it's a great way to be lifted off my shoulders as well. Pero just one question that everyone wants to ask so much, and a lot of people wanted this, and I personally just want to know, and without getting too much further, without too much build up, I just want to ask, how's your heart? How's your heart at the moment?
Siyempre nakwento ko na din 'to sa'yo, 'di ba? Nasabi ko naman na sa'yo, yung heart ko at the moment, kahit siguro nasa process ako na hindi ako okay, kahit na nasa process ako na, um, naghi-heal pa lang ako dun sa past ko. Isa sa mga masayang-masaya ako at pinapasalamatan ko na na masaya ang puso ko. 'Di ba sabi mo iba yung happiness sa joy. Masaya na, I have that both.
Yung hope and yung joy and happiness.
And happiness.
Well, as long as I'm happy with that. That's all I want to ask on that. As long as you have joy and that your happiness, that is something that we can all, and I'm saying all, indulge on. As long as ang dami nagsasabi na ask this question, ask that question. Meron nga dito sa script pero hindi ko tatanungin yung once and for all, what do you want to say to your fans who don't seem to respect your choices in life? Ang masasabi ko lang, on both of our behalfs. Whatever my chooses, whatever I choose, that's what will be joyful and happy. There's more need to be said. May parang hindi, no?
Ano, Edward?
but like, there's more have to be said. Basta kung ano yung magiging decision namin, kung ano yung magiging decision ni May, that's what we choose, diba? Yan na yun. Para tayo move on dito. Pero yun, there's so much, but ang dami pang mga tanong. Grabe yung, sorry Atiana, grabe prep ng writer namin for this episode. But I actually just want to end it off with this last segment. Okay lang ba yan, May? Game ka pa? Hindi ka pa antok?
Oo, okay pa naman.
Okay pa naman. Oh my gosh. Let's just do this. It's called the 3Q question. Game ka? 3Q. Okay, so 3Q segment. Game ka?
Okay, game.
Okay, we're gonna go. Salitan to so magiging host ka rin dito. We got 3 questions that we get to ask to each other.
Okay.
Okay, game ka?
Okay. Game
Any
yata.
questions? Any question that you wanna ask? Game ka?
Sige. Game na
Okay.
ako.
I'm gonna let you start.
Hello!
3 questions.
Wait lang. Kinakabahan ako sa question mo kasi ang init ng question mo nitong Itong last question nito. Okay. Bakit parang 3 question? Dami-daming mga tinanong sa akin. Dapat akin na yung lahat ng question na yan. Dapat
Oh,
six
sige, kung
questions.
gusto mo, 6
Hindi,
questions
joke
sa'yo.
lang.
6
Hindi,
questions
go.
sa'yo.
Hindi. Hindi, hindi. Let's go. Okay to. Okay tong segment na
Pero
to.
wag na yung kumusta ka,
Iiyak.
wag na yung um wag
Ay,
natin yung mga
nako.
simpleng
Yun na dapat
questions.
ako eh. Yun na dapat ako
Any
eh. O, sige.
wag yung super babaw lang. Wag yung super babaw lang.
Okay, sige. Kung hindi ka naging artista ngayon, ano ka? Tao, bagay?
May, super babaw 'yan.
Ay, ito na.
Actually, yung question na 'yun nasa
Gusto mo
script ko
talaga
eh.
gusto mo talaga
Sige,
nakaka-challenge, Ed.
sige. Kasi
Sige!
yung nakaka-challenge yung mga questions ko sa'yo
Sige.
eh.
Sige. Challenge na question. Hala! Wait lang. Okay, gaya ng sinabi mo. Ay, ayoko na nga.
Sige
Too
na.
much personal. Ayun na nga, yun muna, dun muna tayo. Pa-build up,
Oh, sige,
pahirap
pa-build
tayo
up
ng
tayo,
pahirap.
pa-build up
So,
tayo.
kung
Sige,
hindi
sige,
ka
game.
artista, kasi kung hindi ka artista, ano yung sa tingin mo na ginagawa mo ngayon?
Well, I'll be 21 this year, so I'd probably be in university. I'd probably be unhappy, my sa buhay ko. Because honestly, may mga experiences dito na naging dahilan kung bakit nakalapit ako kay God. So I remember in
Mm,
Germany, I wouldn't be happy. I wasn't knowing what to even expect there. So I'd probably be in
mm.
university alone, tired, and not having fun. Yun ang honest answer to that. Okay? Happy ka sa sagot mo,
Okay.
May? Pa-build up tayo, no? Um,
Happy ako sa tanong ko.
okay. Ito na.
Okay.
Um, what's the ultimate
Ako.
lesson? Ah, salitan, 'di ba? Salitan.
Okay, okay. Okay.
Ikaw next? Gusto mo ikaw next?
Hindi, ikaw na
Okay,
next.
let's
Hindi,
go with me. Next go
ginaganon
with
lang
me.
kita kasi kinakabahan ako dun sa mga tanong mo.
Okay.
Oh.
Pa-build up naman to eh. Pa-build up naman to. Okay, so what's one thing about um what's one thing that scares you away from love?
Oh. What's one thing that
Or what's one thing about
what's
love that
one thing
scares you?
scare ano yun yung kinakatakutan ko sa love na
Mm.
ano yung kinakatakutan ko sa love na mangyayari?
Pweds na yan. Yeah.
Hmm, siguro ang siguro yung mahanap yung tamang tao sa buhay mo. Pero dahil sa maling desisyon mo, posibleng mawawala siya sa buhay mo. So, yun.
Afraid of losing.
At
Sorry.
isa din,
Go.
ayun, para lalo mo pang maintindihan, siguro isa din sa mga kinakatakutan ko kapag, alam mo yun, alam ko karamihan sa atin nakaka-experience tayo ng ganito na bakit parang mahal lang nila tayo sa kung ano yung mabuti sa atin, kung ano yung maganda sa atin. Pero kapag nakita mo na ba nila yung buong pagkatao ko, mamahalin pa rin ba nila ako? Kaya ba nila akong patawarin dun sa mga pagkakamaling nagawa ko dati? Um, yun. Yun yung mga kinakatakutan ko na kapag darating sa point na malaman nila yung buong pagkatao ko, mamahalin pa rin ba nila ako? Yun.
Yeah. Okay. Wala akong follow-up
Okay.
questions doon. I think you left it said. Ikaw, May, ano yung
Okay.
next question for me? Second question.
Hmm. Okay, second question ko sa'yo, Edward. Gusto mo ba mag-aral ulit? Okay, okay. Ito
Wow!
na nga. Pwede bang na lang din yung tanong ko sa'yo, yung tinanong mo sa'kin, ano ba yung kinakatakutan mo sa
Okay.
love?
Sige. For me, one of the things that I'm afraid of most is okay, sorry, Ate Ana, daming dead air. For me, one of the things that scares me most about love is making the same
Eh,
mistakes that I did before. Um, for never getting the chance to make it right and never getting to say the things that I'd wish I'd said before. Because looking back now, my time during sa movie, na-realize ko, me as a person, when we were shooting for the movie, this was 2020 November, October time, where I realized
mm.
that I'm not the best person. Um, it started even at the beginning of 2020, and siguro yun ang not getting another shot. Yun na yan. Okay, next question. Next question.
Okay, next
Um,
question.
next question. What are you willing to give up or to let go of to surrender for ano, parang pangit yan.
For love?
No. What are you willing to give up for the person who truly cares about you and loves you?
Hala, what about I give up my airdrop muna kasi it's low bat na.
Okay, sige.
Wait lang. Hello?
Okay na.
Ayun
Hello?
na. Okay na. Sorry,
Okay.
sorry, sorry, sorry.
Maymay,
Technical
once and for all.
difficulty.
What is what is nakalimutan ko tuloy. I wrote this down a while ago. What are you willing to give up for the person who loves you and truly cares for you?
Oh, I give up everything.
Hmm?
Um, sobrang ano 'no, sobrang cheesy. Sobrang cheesy pakinggan pero alam mo, kaya kong i-give up lahat para sa taong nagmamahal sa'kin ng buo. Um, 'Yun. Kasi masasabi ko talaga yung definition ng love ko ay more on sacrifice. Kasi nga 'di ba, kahit ang Panginoon nga sinakripisyo niya yung buhay niya. Hindi
Mm-hmm.
yung everything that he had, pero yung buhay niya para sa mga taong mahal niya. So, gaya ko, kaya kong i-give up lahat para lang sa taong totoong nagmamahal sa akin at alam kong hindi ako iiwan.
Okay.
Kasi feeling ko aanhin ko naman ang lahat kung alam mo 'yun, hindi ka masaya na at, ah, hala ayoko na nga. Okay, next na tayo, Edward.
Okay. What's your next question?
Baka ano okey, baka ano pa masabi ko. Ang next question ko, gusto mo pa ba ipagpatuloy 'tong kuwentong barber na 'to? Kasi parang utal na utal tayo, eh, lagi natin
Okay lang, okay
parang
lang.
pahirap ng pahirap yung mga tanong, eh.
I think that's one question that we all have to ask ourselves. What are you willing to give up for something that you really want? Lahat naman tayo, we want that love eh. But what are you willing to give up for it? And the bigger question, even bigger than that, is: are you supposed to give up everything that you actually need for that you want? I don't know. It's another thought to put out there. But as you're thinking about the different questions and the different answers to those questions, I want to ask all of you, send your questions in, because ito na yung part. I think this is one of the last chunks that I'll be coming in for shoutouts and to answer questions. Kaya na, isend nyo na ang mga tanong nyo. Meron dito tanong from our very beloved VJI. Ang Motherbird ng Mix. I love you, VJI, if you're watching. Sabi niya, bakit daw never na tanong ni Maymay at never na bring up, at never mo na bring up yung issue, or the issue to Maymay. So, very honest, very simple answer. It's just, why? Why the need to? Again, like, actually, when it was coming out, there was a short call that we had when it was coming out, and it was like the main bare bones of the details were shared, or sinabi ko sa kanya. And after that, it's like, okay, and then you don't have to say the rest. And it's one of those things na uh she could see how everything, like the burden that was on me, at nakita ko in some ways the burden on her, maybe not fully. But again, I'm saying this is during the time na nagka-work kami for the movie Princess Diaries. Um, and it was more like, my and I dati pa nagsimula sa hand gestures yung communication namin. Nagsimula, as in, ganun ka basic. We started with hand gestures and hand signals, sign language. That was how we understood each other. So very early on, this may sound cheesy, but it's true. We learned to understand the way that we feel. Like a certain bond there built under pressure, and a lot of time on set, a lot of time on stage, a lot of time in changing rooms, working together. Ramdam ko agad, even if I'm just sitting next to her, she's not in the mood to talk. I feel like she's carrying something. Maybe she doesn't want to talk about that at the moment. So I'll just be here. At may ganyan factor, or I don't know if it's a skill. Is it a skill or connection? I don't know. That's something that we have, and that's not a necessarily a romantic thing. It's just like, I know this. I know her. I know she knows me. So it's one of those things. Especially when you're working and you're in a work setting, if it's not time to bring it up, wag muna. Um, if it's not a reason, if there's no safe space to talk about it, kasi syempre ayaw mo masabotage yung work, di ba? Maybe lalabas yung emotions, which is rightfully so. Tapos you're about to take a scene where you're all happy. Nako po, that's gonna be bad for work as well, as lalo na pag quarantine lock-in. So, I mean, part of it is, I know what she's going through. I know what he's going through. We're happy with that. We're okay. Contento kami dito. I understand. Um, and the other is just sort of like, okay, convenience for work. We gotta work first. Um, what's one of the things you miss the most doing with my mom? I said this a while ago. I think traveling. Honestly, traveling is there. Um, can we do shout outs first, and then I'll ask one more question at the end? I'll ask this one last question. I'll answer this one last question. Pero bago yan, we're at 17,000 people. This is so insane. 17.3 thousand people watching, and 8.1 million diamonds. 8.1 million diamonds. Our record before was 2.7. Now we're at 8.1. Maraming salamat, Mayat Smith. Fangirl composer, MG Del R. Ulan. Yona Smith. Daisy Fabro Fujiyama. Lovely name. Planet. You guys are making me struggle with these names. Planet Tumeboshi. Zita Lopez. Scrangenars. You guys. Screnge. Nars. And Kevin Home Alone, my dad. I'm butchering these names. I'm absolutely butchering these names. I'm so sorry, and I love you. But you guys know who you are. Skrenginars as well. Thank you so much for that, Ibong Adarna. Pero yun, there's just one last question. Question, I'm not sure who it's from. Atiana just sent it to me from the chat. Malalaman ba namin ang real score? I guess, sa taktang panahon, in some ways, we might. I can't honestly say when. I don't even honestly know how. Pero I think before that, maybe we can, as you could say, as they usually say, actions speak louder than words. Diba? I think we all agree with that. So let's get back to the interview, and I'll see you guys in just a bit. And the last question is
Okay.
yours. So ikaw bahala kung gaano kahirap to. Pero last question mo to.
Uy. Okay, sige. Ano ba yung napipicture out mong um, yung sa susunod na magmamahal ka ulit? Um, ano at sino? At paano mo siya ma-define? Kasi 'di ba may for sure nagpe-pray ka ng sobrang details ngayon sa sa magiging future na mamahalin mo. So, anong quality ng girl ang gusto mong maging, alam mo, sa susunod na mamahalin mo?
Okay, my answer is actually I don't have to think about that. Um, for me, it's wala yun sa parang ang iniisip ko is triangle.
Mm,
Ako, that girl, and God in the very top. So siya yung nasa gitna. Yung
mm,
isa sa non-negotiables ko is that she has to love God more than me. Um, and for me, for that relationship, yung pinapray ko lang ngayon is just to have a very, just to have it centered around God. Just to center it around Him, for it to love Him most. Um, Meron mga qualities that a man should have. Um, like I just want to be able to serve that person, to sacrifice it for that person, um, to do the things that I should do, to lead that person. I want to be able to lead that person spiritually. Parang na-gets mo na yung sinabi mo ng ilan years. It's all about service. It's not
oo,
about yourself. It's about that person. It's about seeking first the kingdom, and then having all things added onto you. That's it.
mm,
To be centered around God, not to make it too cheesy or anything.
mm,
The qualities that I want is just the faith there. Kasi susunod lahat eh. Everything will come after that.
mm,
Um,
tama,
Everything will come after that. Someone who just loves God as much as I do and loves God more than me. Um, so yun. Happy ka masasagot mo? Sagot ko, May.
oo. Happy
Okay,
naman, Edward. Oo.
happy naman. Ang last question ko sa'yo, I'm gonna put it out there. I've been
Hmm,
thinking about this for a bit, and I'm not gonna ask it in such a detailed way. I'm just gonna say, Maymay, is there still a chance? Yun
na
lang. Is there still a chance?
na alin?
Basta, is there still a chance?
Oh my God, Edward, talagang kinorner mo ako sa tanong na yan. Talaga ba? Edward, yung totoo, honestly talaga, ang pinakaayaw ko ay magpaasa. Um, as much as possible, gusto ko talaga na naging totoo ako sa sa nararamdaman ko. At alam mo yun, um, siguro, um, siguro para sa akin, oh my God, at kagaya ng sinabi mo na kanina ba, Ate Yana, sorry ang daming ano, ang daming dead air. Ikaw kasi pasimuno nito. Ikaw pasimuno nito, Edward. Huwag mo sisihin si Ate Yana. Oy, grabe. So, gaya ng sinabi mo kanina, o sige, magpakatotoo na tayo. Wala, nandito na tayo. Gaya ng sinabi mo kanina kasi, yung mga pagkakamaling nagawa, tapos, alam mo yon, ang pinakamahirap kasi sa akin kapag kasi alam mo yun, pag nasira na yung tiwala, ang hirap mabalik. Alam ko posible yon sa ibang tao, lalo na dun sa sobrang, alam mo yun, may faith sa Panginoon. Kasi yung Panginoon nga, nakakapagbigay ng million chances para magsimula ulit. Ako pa kaya na tao lang. Siguro sa akin, alam mo naman na meron akong past experience sa family ko, sa buhay ko, about dun sa kapag nasira yung tiwala. Ang hirap ulit makabangon, ang hirap ulit tanggapin, ang hirap ulit magsimula. At alam mo yon, kahit nabigyan natin ng panahon, ng mahabang panahon, para nabigyan ng pagkakataon na, alam mo yon, para may maging chance. Pero alam natin sa sarili natin na, yung, alam natin sa sarili natin na mahirap na maibalik yung tiwala na nawala. Pero may pag-asa na maibalik yung yung pagiging komportable natin sa isa't isa bilang, alam mo yun, bilang isang una at pinaka malapit na kaibigan dito sa pagsisimula natin sa industriya. At kahit anong mangyari, andito pa rin naman ako para suportahan ka. Hindi ko man alam kung anong mangyayari sa future. Ayoko din naman na magsalita ng patapos, pero ayoko din, at the same time, ayoko din talaga magpaasa. Lalo na sa ngayon ay sobrang, na sa ngayon nahanap ko yung saya na gusto ko. At nahanap ko yung saya na yon nung panahon na walang kahit sinong tumulong o andyan para sa akin. Kahit yung panahon na sobrang nahihirapan ako, wala yung taong gusto kong andun. Pero yun nga, past naman na yun. Past na yun. Na-forgive ko na yung pangyayaring yun. At pinaka-importante mo, yung kinakatakutan mo ay baka mangyari ulit yung pagkakamaling nagawa mo dati. Mangyayari ulit yun kapag pinaniwalaan mo, mangyayari ulit. Pero kapag naniniwala ka na hindi na mangyayari ulit yun at natuto ka dun sa past na yun, sigurado, lalo na ngayon, kitang-kita ko naman sa iyo yung laking pinagbago mo. At masasabi kong nag-iba ka na, pero sa magandang paraan. At kaya hindi mahirap sa'yo na mahanap mo yung taong gusto mo para sa'yo.
Wow. Well, I think that's where we can leave it. I just want to thank you so much for coming on the show, for being so game. And I know to everyone watching that, we're closing in on 1 hour 40 minutes interview. And
Oo.
parang nagsimula siya as an interview and it's ending as just a conversation between two good friends. There's a certain love there that will never be gone. Respect there, a hope there, a trust there, and I know all of you guys hopefully see that. And I just want to thank you, Mai, not for coming on the show, not just for that, but for being the person you are, for spreading that joy, for spreading that hope, and being. There are very few people in my life that I will call a dove. Kasi yung doubles, yung simbolo ng pag-asa yun. But you are one of
Oo.
those people that brings hope to many people through God. You're an instrument in that, and I'm just thankful that I get to witness it and to see that relationship as well grow with him as well. Pero I just have a very short gift for you, kumbaga. I don't know if it will mean a lot. I hope so. Pero
Oo,
ito yung
pero teka lang, bago ka magbigay ng gift sa akin, pasalamatan mo muna ako na kaya ko lahat ng mga mahihirap na tanong na hindi ko in-expect na tatanungin mo. Grabe ka. Talaga bang ginawa mo 'to para ito yung finale.
ito yung finale.
Pero bago
Thank
mo
you. Thank you
i-end,
din.
gusto ko lang din mag-thank you sa'yo. Bago mo ibigay yung gift na yan at bago ka mag-closing, gusto ko din i-congratulate ka sa show na ito. Talagang grabe yung growth mo sa hosting. Oh my God, sobrang nasaksihan ko. Natandaan mo sa Iwat Asap, lagi kang wala sa mood after ng show dahil feeling mo hindi mo nagawa yung best mo. Feeling hindi ka nasasatisfied sa hosting mo. Tapos lagi ako lang sabi, Edward, nagawa mo ng tama, nagawa mo ito. Pero sige lang, laban lang tayo. Pero ikaw, hindi ako para dito, May, ganyan, susuko na ako. Yung dati na panay, sabi mo sa akin, suko ka na. Ito ka na ngayon. Finale na ng show mo at may upcoming new show ka pa. Grabe, Edward. Kaya dito talaga, masaya ako na na-witness ko din yung growth mo dito sa showbiz. Na masaya ako na na-try mo yung yung isa sa mga kinakatakutan mong i-embrace. At ngayon, wow! Grabe yung mga nagge-guest mo. Yung hiya naman ako, Miss Bea Alonso, Miss
Oy,
Regine
oy.
Velasquez.
And you are at the top of that list. For sure. I
Oh,
don't care. You're at the top of that list. Pero salamat, Mai. Salamat dun. It means more than you know. Thank you for that. Uh, Oo nga, naalala ko din yung mga, Lian, Kyle. Sorry. I love you, Lian. Pero that's a story for another time. I've already told that story a lot. Thank you so much to you, Maymay. And as I was saying a while ago, you're a hope, symbol of hope to many. But two people specifically know that, see that, are walking with you with that, and hopefully this that clip for us.
Hey, Mary Dale. Mahal na mahal kita.
We really love you and
Yeah.
so proud of you and the woman that you are and have become and are becoming. And we just know that things in store for you. And I just count it a privilege to be walking alongside, maybe skipping sometimes alongside you in this life. So
We love you.
Yeah.
Like Kate said, we're proud of you. We love how you treat our children.
yeah,
You're so loving and so kind to our children, and you're so generous in all that you do in your life. We've seen your generosity just flow out to people, your fans, your friends, your family, that type of thing. And so we're just really proud of you, and we want you to know that we really love you and we're here for you, and just so excited to see your continued growth as a person in your career. You're now such a great dancer. That's pretty good. Just a great dancer, and just that continued growth. So we love you. We're proud of you.
so proud of you.
And so proud of your English. Wow, sobrang galing. Sobrang galing. Love you, girl. See ya.
Oh, hala, thank you. Hala, grabe. Hindi ko in-expect lang.
For everyone who doesn't know,
Hala,
you guys, those two people might not be familiar to you, but they are two people who have had such impact on my life and on Maymay's life as well. Sila yung mga pastor or dalawa sa mga pastor or lead pastors of favorite church, yung church namin,
Mm.
who have been instrumental in changing our lives. So, yun, May. Anong gusto mong sabihin kay Pastor Kate and Pastor James?
Uy, grabe. Ayun, napaiyak pa ako dito sa last so na ito, tag dito, grabe, sobrang thank you, Pastor Kate, Pastor James. Hindi niyo alam kung paano nila ako natulungan talaga, especially itong past few weeks. To the point na, alam mo yun, gusto ko nang tapusin ng lahat, pero sila yung sila yung talaga yung mga prayer warriors ko na, alam mo yun, para ipagpatuloy yung buhay ko. Pagpatuloy yung kung anong meron ako, na patuloy lang natin, alam mo yun, pasalamatan kahit yung, at isini-celebrate kahit yung mga time na suffering, kumbaga. Yun lang. Masaya ako na nakilala ko sila, Pastor K tsaka Pastor James. At, wala lang, hindi ko lang in-expect yun.
That's okay, May.
Nakakainis.
I'll send you that video as well para in the future if you need anything you can or if you need a boost, pwede mo panoorin yan. Pero once again, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you,
And
Edwin.
as you know, this is gonna be streaming live later in May. So, ibabalik ko na kay Edward to the future in 3, 2, 1. Bye, May.
Huh?
Ibabato ko na sa kasi
Okay.
live to. Kaya may
Paano ba
closing.
batuin?
3, 2,
Paano?
1. Okay. Thanks, Mike. Can we just say a really big or give a really big shout out sa pinaka-awkward na transition ever coming from Edward of the past. Pero yeah, that's actually the end of the interview. Maraming salamat. Oh my gosh. Well, eto na. I'm expecting it na. Send in your questions. Here we have one here. Anong naramdaman mo sa sagot ni Maymay? Honestly, Maymay and I have talked about this before. And binanggit naman namin sa interview. There's a difference between happiness and joy. And talking to a man of great wisdom, one of the most, I don't know, a sign, I guess, if you could say, of someone who loves or is comfortable in their faith is, it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. Kumusta ka ngayon after that? I feel good. At the end of the day, we're still at 9.5 million diamonds. It's just parang a look back moment. Ito talaga ang look back moment. Na kahit ano man ang mangyari, I can look back sa ilan episodes, Atiana? 13 episodes, I think. Tama ba? I lost count eh. Basta a whole season of Kwentong Barber na ito yung finale. And it's just crazy. It's just really crazy. And medyo lost for words ako ngayon. Syempre, nandun ako sa interview. Like I did the interview. Watching it back now, it's sort of just like, perspective. Perspective is a certain thing to say. And a lot of you might not understand. A lot of people, honestly, ang daming gusto malaman kung ano ba yan. Ano ba talaga? Ano yung nangyari? Edward, susuko ka na lang ba? The whole thing is our story. And I have no idea what the next chapter is. And one of my friends told me today na sobrang halos naiyak ako nung sinabi niya sa akin. God does not need a page of history or to take a page of history and use it to write the next chapter in your story. So, hindi ko talaga alam kung ano yung sagot sa 99% ng mga questions, hindi ko talaga alam. But I do know that wherever God leads me from here is where I'm supposed to be. And that's what I'll do. And I just want to take this chance to thank Maymay. kinaya natin. We did it. We got the interview. It's a long time coming. We had so many like schedules and stuff like that. How many times lumipat yung date from face to face to being online because of restrictions and all that stuff. But one thing I want to say is that in the coming days, sigurado ako maraming magpo-post ng mga video sa YouTube, yung mga thoughts nila sa Twitter, yung mga posts sa IG. And I want you all to remember one thing. Maymay and I, we're completely honest with everything that we have. Kung ano yung nakita nyo dito, kung ano yung narinig nyo dito, yan ang totoo. Yan ang honest, yan ang raw. People are gonna try and twist it. People will say their own opinions. God bless them. Basta you know from me, and you know from my kung sino kami talaga, how we are together, how solid we are together, how content we are together. Yung base na meron doon cannot be shaken, yung foundation of that friendship and that relationship. And people will try to shake it up, and that's okay. Basta the people who actually do care, the people who might be a little bit, confused at the moment, just believe me when I say we want it to be completely just open, and this is just where we are, and we're happy with this. So if you could enjoy it with us, if you could smile with us, if you could travel with us as we wherever this goes, and that would mean the world. And that's what I think everyone would be blessed to just experience that and join in on that journey. Pero gusto ko talaga I want to take the chance to really thank a couple of people, and I want to name them by name. Feliz, Iana, Ate Mayba, Miss Kathy. Pansinin mo may ate and may miss. But those are the people. And of course, we have to say thank you to Sir Mark. But of course, when I say Sir Mark Gambot, of course, the head of Mix. But these women that I mentioned, grabe yung effort, grabe yung energy, grabe yung time that they put in. I genuinely think if this was if this was with a different group of people, it wouldn't be the same. Iba talaga yung guests, yung lineup, iba talaga yung mga scripts, iba talaga yung setup ng virtual studio natin. It wouldn't be the same, and I can honestly say there's no one else I'd rather do this with than them. So to the four of you, I love you so much. And to everyone else behind the scenes, all of you guys, the consistent viewers, hindi ako makapaniwala halos 10 diamonds sa tayo. We're trending nationwide on Twitter. And overflowing yung puso ko ngayon. To all of my friends at church, we're at 10 million. Someone just sent a Yamashita gold. We're at 10 million. This is insane. This is crazy. I don't even know what to say. But oh my gosh, wait. What do I say? Everyone abroad, and dami nanonood abroad. To all of the guests, oh my gosh. From Darren Espanto to Maymay Entrata to Katrina Gray to Pastor James to Regine to SB19 to Abby from MNL48 to Enchong D to Donnie to everyone that guested. Grabe talaga yung sacrifice as well. And it's amazing to me to be able to be part of a show that we built, together with you. We built this on a platform, on a streaming platform. And let's just say if there is a season 2, it's going to be bigger, it's going to be better. And hopefully we can bring some global people in as well. I don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, I really don't have any confirmation. I really don't know anything. It's just one of those moments where you just like, okay, I'm just going to surrender to where we're going next. I want to say a big thank you to the top 3 gifters for the episode. At number 3, Sanghey Mayward. At number 2, Zita Lopez. At number 1, Chiming Chippy. Grabe talaga kayo. The amount of dimes that you've spent. Please mag-ipon kayo. Always spend cautiously your futures. But don't get me wrong, I appreciate it with all my heart. Also, I just want to take this chance to I don't know. My thoughts about the finale is just, it's been a crazy time. And it's not the end as well. And you guys can take that with a pinch of salt, however guys you want to interpret it. But I don't know. An ending is a new beginning. A new beginning is an ending in itself. So that might not make sense at all. It might just confuse you guys all a lot more. But the honest answer